Imagine you're in the cockpit, going through your pre-flight checks, maybe eyeing that mixture control lever. It's not just a simple lever, is it?
Not at all.
It feels like the very nerve center of your engine's performance, its efficiency, maybe even its lifespan.
Absolutely. It controls so much.
Today, we're doing a deep dive into something really fundamental for any pilot, but especially if you're gearing up for your ATPL theory exams.
Yeah, this stuff is core knowledge.
We're talking about piston engine mixture ratios. You know, the balance of fuel and air and their profound impact on everything.
Yeah.
From starting up on a cold morning
To climbing out, cruising efficiently.
Exactly. It's like tuning an intricate instrument, your engine getting it just right for every single phase of flight.
That's a great analogy. And our mission today really is to give you the sheet music for that tuning process. We want to unpack the critical nuances of these air-fuel ratios.
Not just the what, but the why.
Yeah,
Right.
precisely. Understanding why they matter for different flight phases and how they directly influence your engine's health, its performance. We're aiming to connect the dots.
Give folks those aha moments.
Hopefully, those moments that make the knowledge stick, especially for those crucial exam questions. We'll be drawing on a comprehensive guide about piston engine operations, really dissecting that intricate dance between fuel, air, and how the engine behaves.
Okay, let's unpack this then. When we talk about engine mixture, fundamentally we're talking about the ratio, right? The proportion of air to fuel going into the cylinders for combustion.
That's the essence of it, yeah, air and fuel.
Sounds simple enough on the surface, but it's far from a one-size-fits-all situation, is it? You can't just set it and forget it.
Oh, absolutely not. You're spot on. It's incredibly dynamic. And maybe surprisingly, fuel and air will actually burn together across a remarkably wide range of proportions.
Really? How wide are we talking?
Well, this combustion range can stretch from what we'd consider a very rich mixture, say 8.1, that's 8 parts air, to 1 part fuel by weight,
Okay, lots of fuel there.
all the way to a much weaker or leaner ratio, maybe around 20.1, so 20 parts air to 1 part fuel.
Wow, that is a big difference.
It is. And this is a really critical distinction you need to get. Just because it can burn across that wide theoretical range doesn't mean all those ratios are equally effective or safe or even practical for making sure your engine runs optimally in the real world.
So somewhere in that broad spectrum, there must be like a theoretical perfect ratio, the textbook ideal, where everything combines just right.
Exactly. That brings us to what's known as the chemically correct ratio. This is the theoretical sweet spot.
All right.
At an air-fuel ratio of 15.1 by weight, complete combustion theoretically occurs.
15 to 1. Got it.
What that means, in theory, is all the oxygen in the air combines perfectly with all the hydrogen and carbon in the fuel, nothing left unburnt. It's the ideal for a perfect chemical reaction in, say, a lab setting.
And that definition,
Yeah.
that sounds like something that might pop up on an exam.
It absolutely could. Knowing this ratio, 15.1, and what it signifies complete theoretical combustion is really fundamental. It's often a key point tested in your ATPL theory.
So, okay, if 15.1 promises complete combustion, you'd naturally think, great, that's the holy grail. Maximum efficiency, maximum power. The absolute best performance possible.
Logically, yes.
It sounds like the target we'd always be aiming for. And this probably relates directly to an ATPL question, maybe something like a chemically correct mixture is.
Correct. The answer would be tied to that 15.1 ratio and the concept of complete combustion. Theoretically, yes, burning at 15.1 would produce the highest temperature,
Right.
and therefore, theoretically, the maximum power output, which in turn could lead to the maximum RPM.
Okay, so that answers another potential exam question.
Yeah.
Which of the following mixtures theoretically would produce the maximum RPM? Theoretically, it's 15.1.
Theoretically, yes. That's the key word. However, here's where it gets really interesting and where maybe one of those aha moments comes in.
Uh-oh. The cat.
The catch. In practice, in a real piston engine humming away on an aircraft wing, the chemically correct mixture doesn't actually give the best operational results. It's a
All right. Many thanks for listening to this free part of the ATPL Theory podcast. If you want to continue learning and access the full comprehensive guide, go to my Patreon at patreon.com/ATPLtheory or my Hero at herohero.co/ATPL. That is patreon.com/ATPLtheory or herohero.co/ATPL. Wishing you all the best.